Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Ah, we've been going through a lot of rain, and now we're in the middle of a heat wave. But I thought I would come on quickly and give you a tour of what's happening in my garden. Right now, um, I see that the elephant ears, these are coming up. It's starting to warm up outside. And if you look closely, you can see that they're just sitting there. So my goal is to, not right now because of the heat wave, but I do want to come out and plant them in the garden. If I plant the elephant ear bulbs in the garden, they will produce a larger bulb for next year. So my goal is to plant the elephant ear. I have the green variety. This stilby is just about spit. But I also have the purple elephant ears that I overwintered the bulbs in my garage. So that's in a smaller container, but would like to place that in the ground. I have several elephant ears. Here's another purple one, and then I have a green, and then I go back to the black elephant ear. These are hydrangeas that I was fortunate enough to win uh, on Instagram, and I placed them in a container last year on my patio, and they did not do well. So I decided to place them in the ground because this is the location, if you recall, in my backyard where I originally had the larger hostas. But with the tree coming down in this area, the hostas seem to burn more. So this is the side garden. This is the area that I actually would like to have a running trail for my either pumpkin seed or watermelon seed. And because it has been on the cooler side, the watermelon seed hasn't actually come up. So I may give it a try with my pumpkin seeds. So that's what's happening in the side garden. Everything is looking lovely. And as I turn around this way, this is the garden that I started last year with cuttings from another location. And this backs up to my husband's grilling area. So that's looking great. We are having some warm weather. So some of the leaves of this hosta is starting to burn a little bit. This is the that's coming up, and these are all of my glory right here. This is my hydrangea. The hydrangeas are looking very well. Remember, I was telling you that they were leaning forward, so, and I haven't gotten around to it yet, but the butterfly bushes are underneath that I plan on digging up eventually. And I may even, some of these have, because of the rain we had, flopped over. But this can be cut, placed in another location, and actually start another hydrangea. So this is looking very well. This container that I have on my deck, I planted up using some of the elephant ears, the black elephant ears. I don't know if you can see it. It's not doing very well. It's still on the small side. But what I did do was I added some worm castings to this container just to get the elephant ear established. There it is. But what I'm noticing is the nasturtium. The leaves of the nasturtium are extra large. And that's probably because of the worm castings that I added to it. So that's a plus for the container. But the nasturtium usually, when they get more fertilizer than they need, they'll give you more leaf and not flower. But the container still looks absolutely gorgeous. These are my coleus that flank the back of my plants here. The coleus is in a container that has the lemon coral sedum. I have 3 of those pots sitting on the back of the patio. And for something whimsical, I just added some vegetables to this container. And this is our solar light. This will light up at nighttime. And as you can see, this is one of the amaryllis from the Christmas holiday. So just a little whimsical going on here. And at the base, you can see this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving the colors here. I thought these 2 plants weren't going to survive with all the rain that we were getting, and they are. And this one has more foliage, but I do see a little purple flower that's starting to develop. So as the weather progresses, things are starting to look up. These are my topiaries. Let's see if I can get a better shot of the topiary. That's the topiary, lavender topiary, and I also have some petunias at the base that's looking lovely. The butterfly weed is starting to develop. The nasturtium is sad, but I'm not completely bothered by that because these are the seeds that you want to save from the nasturtiums for next year. Just pluck off the seeds. There they go. Cut off or pluck the seeds from the nasturtium. Let them dry out. And you can either, after they dry out, start to seed again. Or in my case, I believe I'm going to I'm going to collect more and more seeds. And then next summer or next spring, I'll definitely repot this again. But it's looking sad, but all I have to do is cut it back, give it some more water. We're in a heat wave right now, and that'll flush back up. So not to worry, that's doing well. And right now, this is my go-to. This is my daisies. My daisies are looking absolutely gorgeous. These are my daisies. They stand about, I want to say maybe 4 feet tall now. And right alongside of the daisies were my phlox. The phlox is starting to die back. Now, if I choose to, I can cut the phlox again, cut off all the spent blooms, and I could get another flush of flowers from the phlox. Over here, you can see all of my cone flowers, echinaceas. They're doing very well. And these are the white phlox in front of it. With all the rain, it does have a little powdery mildew, but I can cut that back and it'll be okay for next year. The liatris is starting to come into bloom, and that's fine. And I know everyone has been asking about the fountain This is the solar fountain. Inside here is the solar. The sun is not out right now, but I've added flowers into the container for the solar pump. So things are looking well in the garden. I know we are in a heat wave and haven't been out to do much. Everything is pretty much on their own, but I thought I would share with you a walkabout in my garden for the month of July. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, happy gardening.